The intro's cool. Can
Hello
people
and
hear us and stuff?
welcome to BBU update number 59.
59 weeks of being updated.
Almost all of the weeks we had a show. I
Yeah,
feel like we missed one at Christmas.
we've missed 2, maybe 3 since we started, which in over a year, you can't complain at those numbers.
Somebody could, I'm sure, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah. So yeah, welcome, and we've got stuff to talk about and stuff. So let's get on with the show. What have we got first, Alex?
First, our members. Always. Increase
Members.
of members.
Increase.
By 2.
Which means that when I told you last week to go and invite your friends, you did. Thank you.
Probably. Yeah.
Both of you.
Both of you. Could mean one person that invited 2 people, you don't know.
I'm thanking the people that joined then. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. And as always, be careful out there.
Moving on to what's happened in the past week. We have decided, hasn't been implemented yet, we're on it, don't worry. To
Okay.
add an F. I think we can do it, and I think
We
Donkey's
can,
getting
but we'll
annoyed at
make
us
him do it anyway.
yeah,
I don't care.
absolutely.
Fuck him. It's the only thing he does on the server. Fuck him.
Except for the stuff that he did with the podcast.
Yeah, except for all the other stuff he does.
Except for all the other stuff. Yeah. That's not relevant. So adding the F1 role, because F1 2020 is 2020?
2020 is out in
A month.
less than a month.
And all of our boys have been smashing F1 2019, and we're like, screw it. They might as well have a role. So
Everyone's smashing it in preparation of 2020. And there's other people waiting to jump on for 2020 that just aren't buying 2019 in advance. Because they'd rather wait.
Why not? Yeah. And then we also had the best podcast, in my opinion, that I have been on.
Yeah. 100% hands down. Anyone can argue if they want, feel free to, because feedback's always good. But out of all the podcasts we've done, I think Sunday was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I had so much fun because, no offense to the old podcast layout, we got rid of all the riffraff. We spoke about what we wanted to speak about primarily.
Yeah.
There was other stuff there, but
Yeah, of
almost
course. There's still a
entirely.
tangent.
Yeah. Almost entirely, the stream was what I wanted to be talking about during the stream, and I loved it.
Yeah. It was good.
It
was
very
good.
intrigued to know other people's feedback. So if you want to leave it here, or DM us, or DM Donkey, in fact, just DM Donkey about all the things that you thought went well or bad with the podcast last week if you watched it. And if you didn't, go check it out. It's on this channel.
Just while we're plugging things, don't forget IEL updates get posted in announcements if you want to follow our Rocket League Pro
The
team,
Prospect team has a game tonight at some point,
which will get posted in the announcement.
which will happen.
The Gauntlet tournament that we're doing, that is still open to suggestions. If you haven't filled out the form, go fill it out. If
Getting a
you
little
don't
bit
want to
late
fill
now
out the
because we
form,
are trying to
or
finalize
you already
things.
have, just DM me instead with ideas of games that you want to play.
Prospect team success conclusion. But yeah.
He shouldn't talk about his prospect team like that.
Yeah, Hiccup's sick. Leave her alone. Wait, no, does Hiccup play for Ascendant? I think so.
So, everybody's favourite.
Tops for the week have been insane. Not there. I'm just not on it. But we're going to start with messages. Brenda, who has recently returned back to the server after a brief hiatus, has got just under 300 messages. Sabaji has got just under 200 messages. Kian has got 170 messages. Chung right behind him with 168. And Crispy with 151. I don't know what happened in Rocket League Town, but you guys need to calm down just a little bit.
They could also do with, in my opinion, shifting a lot of that towards Shocktown, because bunch of those messages are about haircuts, or I just bought a new PC monitor. Like, there's a place to discuss that. It doesn't affect me because I don't really use Rocket League Town, but if I wanted to talk about Rocket League stuff, that's what Rocket League Town's for. That's why I would go to do it. And if I'm trying to have that conversation, but I get intimidated by people talking about a bunch of other shit, I'm not going to talk about that. I'll find somewhere else to do it.
Fair enough. An argument can be made that it was Rocket League oriented in a way, but yeah.
A Christmas tree being in your front garden has nothing to do with Rocket League.
I can't argue with that.
The haircut of another member of the community has nothing to do with Rocket League.
Can't argue with that. Rocket League Town, therefore, did have 1,184 messages, which, whatever Galax wants to say about whether the messages should or shouldn't have been there, the community in Rocket League
They were
is...
still there, and it's fantastic people are talking. I love it, and I'm glad that they're doing it. But if they could shift it towards the right place, that would be nice.
Chat
Just a fireback illusion. I like Rocket League. Why would I be mad if it was a good game? Doesn't make sense.
Just ignore him.
Chat Town with 251.
Alex, just ignore him. He's trying to
memes with 95. There's been so many memes this week, and memes have been fire as well.
But I have seen a growing number of people messaging in there. It's not for messages.
I've been deleting them, yeah.
If you want to message somebody about a meme, put it in Chat Town with the hash meme and at the person that put the meme in if you want to talk about it with them. That's what I do. I did that with one of Jody's.
Oh yeah, Lucian would know though, would he? Because he's underage, so he can't look at memes.
Apparently he can still see it on his phone, but not on his laptop. It's hilarious to me.
Valorant Town with 93. There was a bit of a discussion, but not that much. Most of Valorant Town is me complaining that they still haven't fixed the one bug that's stopping me from playing.
But
and other people going, shit.
There's definitely going to be a patch next week because they're patching in comp, so hopefully it gets fixed then, but not then definitely.
It will. There's no way you release, like, hey, we know that this bug is stopping some of our players from playing. Let's add a competitive mode where those players still can't play. No. And Gaming Town with 80 messages.
What happened there?
I'm a little bit disappointed that D&D Town isn't in there, but I get why. Because I instigated a really good conversation, which you chimed in on a very small amount.
You actively added 3 people to talk about it, and I felt out of place replying with my one small message because of
it. A lot was said, but it was said in bulk, not in one word.
I bet if you looked at it per word, Rocket League Town wouldn't be as high, and D&D Town would have jumped in there for sure.
Yeah,
as opposed to per message.
Anyway, top voice is super close this week.
Look at that 5-minute gap between first and second place. Yourself, of course, being first, and Adam being second. Welcome back, Adam. Full force you've come back with.
And full props to Adam. If we were to do the tops now, he would be winning because he's been playing League, whereas I've been here sorting out the updates. Technically, he's got the most as of right now. But as of when we took tops before we made the slides, I was up on first. That's going to change this week. Unlucky for me. Yeah. I'll be glad that my tops are taken. Dennis in a close third with 37 hours. Again, only 15 minutes behind him. Connor.
Damn.
And with 37 hours, 16.
I think Connor and Dennis's time overlaps a lot.
And just 90 minutes behind him is Donkey, 35-47. In the last week it has, yeah.
The 4 of us, me, Connor, Jody, and Dennis were on
League, Valorant, and D&D.
Exactly. There you go.
Right.
League has 113 hours and 3 minutes. League 1 this is. Smashed it, didn't it?
Yep.
I just did. Gaming 1 with 84 hours 2 minutes. Is D&D being played in the D&D rooms?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Then that is smashing as well. Valorant with 72 hours.
Yeah, 72 hours. That doesn't surprise me. And it's going to go up more when comp comes out. I can almost guarantee that.
I freaking love it. I don't think so. I would say the opposite. I would say that there's a chance that it splits because of the comp room.
Oh, well, yeah. But Valorant as a whole, sorry. Yeah, you're right, though.
The talk room has 60 hours, which I'm going to guess is a lot of donkey.
No. Actually, we was in the talk room the other day. Actually, I used it last night to just talk. There's about 8 of us.
I saw... I think Harfing and a friend of his, Kiara possibly, were in there for like an hour or so after. I know.
Wow.
We're in there for like an hour or so after you guys left as well.
Yeah. I came back, but they'd already gone. It was sad. It was 5 o'clock in the morning, though. And comp standard, the Rocket League channel being 45 hours and 55 minutes.
Which isn't representative of all of the Rocket League community, because I know that we have like 4 chats. We had 4 chats going at the same time the other day. And Chung's been using casuals a lot. And I was playing
and clearly, as Lucy said, Rocket League's the best game. That's why everybody's busy talking about it instead of playing it. Oh no.
There was a lot to talk about this week in regard to Rocket League, to be fair. Moving swiftly on to meme of the week. I have forgotten who got this. Was it Connor?
Yugi boy. It was Jody? It was one of them. I think it was
13 updates. So congratulations to the person that that uploaded this, because they've done a really good job, and I can definitely remember their name.
It's Seto Kaiba.
Seto PC is for God, I can't speak. Seto PS4 Kyber. 5. Jeez, I did it wrong twice.
We've had no questions in the chat, so if you've got one, throw it in now. We did have one this week, which is, can we have a waiting list channel for new D&D sessions? In theory, it sounds like it would work, but in reality, it wouldn't. Most one-shots and campaigns are decided prior to them being created, like, because you don't design a game for people that don't exist.
Exactly, it doesn't make sense. A lot of the time, for instance, my session with Gravy, he didn't start building the world until we'd built our characters, because it doesn't make sense for him to. So the same thing kind of happens.
So the answer is no, but maybe later, because we have been speaking about other things like the Crucible, which is consistent one-shots that are separate to each other but all tie into one thing. That we may be implementing. There's been a bit of a stall on that, I guess. We haven't really spoke to people to put that much pressure on lately. But
what he needs is, he really needs to crack the whip on
yes.
Megan Gravy. That's what he's saying.
And Connor.
To
get this
I
together.
don't feel
and
like
then
you cracking the whip is going to get Connor to do stuff, though.
if we get that in the order we wanted to, then yes, there could be a waiting list of, hey, cool, I've got time to do a Crucible, top 6 people on this list, bang, let's go. So if that happens, yes. But with the way D&D works right now, not really going to be an option, I'm afraid.
There aren't any more questions in the chat, but it has been lovely being here today. I've been Quiz. That's been Mr. Flufflebunnel. And we'll be back for the podcast on Sunday. I find it so happy that we can say that again.
Yes.
So we will see you then, if not before,
cool.
around the server. Love you guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.